Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn your notifications on by hitting that little bell right there so you get notified every time I post another cool video. So today's video is going to talk about some of the misconceptions people have about Japan. There are some questions that people have asked me and I've been like, bruh, no. That's not how it is at all. The first one that it's a big thing. No, they don't wear kimonos and yukatas every day. No, people wear those on special occasions. So if there's a festival or if there is a special ceremony, you'll maybe see somebody in a kimono or a yukata. And they're actually different. One is for summer and one is for more special occasions. They have a lot more, definitions, descriptions elsewhere. But yeah, so you barely see people wearing kimonos here unless it's like a really fancy or special occasion. And you are more likely to see people wearing suits because that's what people wear to work, mostly suits. So you'll see women and men in suits. And students wear uniforms. Most students wear uniforms. But otherwise, no. That brings me to the next thing. No, people don't walk around with swords every day. Or at all! You don't see people walking around with swords. People actually think that Japanese people walk around with swords. No, they do not. Like, that was never something I actually thought. I mean, when you watch certain movies, the stereotype is that, oh, Japanese people have swords. I know a lot of Japanese people who do not own a sword. Yeah, no, it's not a thing. I mean, if you know anybody who owns a sword, then kudos for you. But I don't know anybody who owns a sword. And no, people don't walk around with swords. So if that's something that you think, then go ahead and get that one out of your mind because no, it's not a thing. I mean, imagine walking down the road and you see somebody with a big sword. I don't know how I would react if I was walking on the road. If it's a regular day and I'm walking in the city and I see somebody with a sword, I would lose my mind. I would take another street. I would not walk where they are. It's not a thing, guys. It's not a thing. It's ridiculous. Think about it. Imagine you're in your country, wherever you are. You're in your country and there is just somebody walking around with a random sword. Like, how would you feel? Like, no. It is just so hilarious. So, the next thing is, Japanese people don't only use chopsticks. You know, they have other things that they use to eat with, right? So they use spoons and forks and knives, just like in the western part of the world. Now, imagine people actually thinking that Japanese people eat with only chopsticks. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Like, no. The next thing, and I really have to emphasize this, I cannot stress this enough. No, people here do not walk around sounding like anime characters. There are so many people in the Western world who they think that Japanese people walking around sounding like they do in anime. No, they do not. They absolutely do not. Okay, to be fair, sometimes when some people get upset, I'm like, you do sound like this person in this anime, but on a regular basis, no, they do not. They absolutely do not. And the language that is used, it's not really used in everyday life, at least where I live and the people I associate with. They don't talk like that. They don't use the same language. And when my friends are watching anime with me, they'll tell me that people don't say that. So yeah, it's not what you think. So for all the people who plan to come to Japan and you're watching a lot of anime, I feel like you should you know, give it a mix with like actual Japanese programs and stuff. But I do have to warn you, there is Keigo. So in Japan, there's Keigo and then there's regular Japanese. Keigo is like super polite, businessy, you know, Japanese. And then regular Japanese is just normal speech with, you know, people. So I think that you should switch it up, you know, watch some you can watch Japanese news to get an idea of, you know, what Keigo is like, and then watch, like, for example, Terrace House. That's the name of a drama on Netflix. It's like a Japanese kind of, where a bunch of Japanese people live together in a house, and yeah, but they use everyday Japanese, which is good. So you can use that to kind of broaden, you know, where you're getting your Japanese from. But yeah, people here don't just speak like anime characters. So get that out of your head. The next thing, food. Guys, people here don't just eat sushi. I think a lot of people think that Japanese people just eat sushi every day. No, it does not. No. They don't just eat sushi every day. It's not a part of their diet. It's not a regular part of their diet. You have people who love sushi and will eat it a lot, but not every day. And I know a lot of people who actually don't eat sushi. They don't like fish, or they don't like raw fish. So it depends on who, you know, who you're talking to, where you're getting your information from. But I live here, and the people I interact with around me, that's not the case for them. They don't eat sushi every day. It's kind of like saying, oh, in Jamaica, we eat like ackee and saltfish every day. No, we don't eat jerk chicken every day. No. I mean, you love it and you'll eat it a lot, but you don't eat it every day. So I think that's another thing that people kind of think, and it's not true. The next thing, and I feel like people need to know this. Schoolgirls here, they don't wear really short skirts to school. They change that after they leave school. What they do is they roll the skirt up at the waist. So you'll see them in the train stations, and you'll see them with really short skirts, or you'll see them walking with really short skirts. But no, the skirt is not short. They just roll it up at the waist and then bend it over so it stays that way. When they're at school, it has to be full length. At least what I've noticed, right? And elementary school kids don't wear uniforms unless it's like a private school. Junior high school kids, I've never seen a junior high school kid rolling up their skirt. But high school girls are the ones who roll up their skirts. So it's not a thing. I know some people have asked me about that, and yeah, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. You don't wear it to school. They change it after school. And my final point is that people think that everybody here is tiny. No. Like, people keep thinking that, so I am 5'7". You know, if you don't know that, I am 170 centimeters. So I'm 5 feet 7 inches, or 170 centimeters tall. So I am pretty tall. But a lot of people will keep asking me like, oh, are they shorter than you, or are they taller than you, or what is it like? And yeah, there are a lot of people who are my height. There are a lot of people who are taller than me, and there are a lot of people who are shorter than I am. So it's kind of like a mix. It's a mix. So it's not a case where you only see tiny people here. That's not the case. You do have Japanese persons who are on the bigger side. So you have Japanese persons who are skinnier than I am, and you have Japanese persons who are, you know, a bit bigger than I am. So it's a mixture. It's kind of like what you would see in the West. So yeah. Okay guys, so that's the end of that video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you liked it, and if you're watching to this part, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Okay, so please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends. Share. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.